it's a great topic. All right, I'm going to start the recording. Looks like there's a few more people coming in. We'll just give it a few more minutes. I'm going to put some music on. All right, can you hear me? One more sound test. Okay, cool. Oh man, that's the hard part tonight, then we're doing good. All right, let's get started. The most important thing that I want everyone to take away from this webinar is the ability to go out there and build a site in a day and then start ranking it and start driving some leads. So you should be able to crank out these sites at least one a day at least. And then once you get your system down, there's always a learning curve to everything. So once you get the system down, you can definitely dive in and even hire a VA for $3 an hour to start cranking these sites out for you. So these sites index fairly quickly, and I also have an indexation trick that I'll show you guys. It's very simple. You do not have to be a WordPress or technical genius to pull off any of this stuff. So if I can do it, you can do it. I taught myself and struggled along the way. I wish I had somebody there to help me and show me how to build these sniper sites out. So, all right, let's jump into it. Rank your PPL website fast. All right, so 3 tools that you're going to need to build these sites out quickly. So what I do, and just kind of my approach, just a quick overview, and we'll definitely dive into it more. I set up a template site, and from that template site, everything's optimized, very well on site. I'm targeting all my keywords. I have all my pages built out, all my content built out. Everything that I want on a perfect on-site optimized website, I build out a perfect template for it. And so the goal is to build out an amazing template and then take all the effort that you put into this one site and duplicate it across as many cities as you want, staying in the same vertical. So I hope that makes sense, and it's a great way how to speed up and scale your website building instead of starting from scratch every single time, and maybe you're trying to target like 10 different niches, verticals, excuse me. If you're trying to target 10 different verticals, you have to put that upfront work and that upfront investment into those 10 different sites separately. So it's really, really going to slow you down if that's the approach that you're taking. So if you're just starting out, or if you've been in the game for a while, try this out and just try to scale it across 10 different cities and see what happens. It's okay for these local sniper sites if you have the exact same content on each of the sites in different cities, because it's not going to be, in Google's eyes, it's not the exact same content, because you're going to go in and change the city modifiers for your keywords, and so that's going to definitely make it unique content, and you're not going to receive any penalty. I've been building these sites for the last 3 years. I've built over, I don't even know anymore. I have 300 sites, but I've probably built well over 500, 600 sites in the last 3 years, and I have sites that I built 3 years ago that are still ranking perfectly fine with this exact same this same process, and then I build out sites every month with this exact same process. So I have not been penalized by this. Now, I'm not going out and building 50,000, 100,000 page sites. You don't need that big of a site, a sniper site, to target these local areas. It doesn't make any sense to build out that big of a site. Probably the highest number of pages I have on a site is probably like 10,000. But that's still overkill for these local sites, because you're going to start having pages competing against each other, cannibalizing each other, and then you know, it's fine if you take over a few spots on the page, but that's actually great. But you really don't need a site that big, and I think by keeping it a smaller, spun, sniper type site, you're not going to receive those penalties. So I know that all the SEOs and the SEO community, everybody kind of dogs on these sniper sites, or, you know, says, oh, the sky is falling, they don't work anymore. I just, you know, people do get penalized because you're probably not going about it, that, you know, you're probably building out huge sites. Yeah, if you have a huge site that's like this, you're probably going to get detected and, you know, picked off by Google. And that's just the name of the game. Like, just a percentage of your sites that you build, it might get penalized, it might not. I really haven't had any of my local sites penalized in a very long time, unless I start doing some kind of very black hat stuff, which we're not going to cover. But all right, so enough about that. So the cloning plugin saves you so much time and helps you scale across however many cities you want. Put in the upfront work, make it a perfect template, and then just go from there. I've also received a lot of questions in the group about themes and messages or PMs about what theme I use, and I've been through all the themes. I have tried so many different themes, free themes. I've invested a lot of money in paid themes from Theme Forest, and so far my favorite, and this was shown to me by a friend from the PPL Army, but he told me about B theme, and we'll cover that as well. And it is one of my favorite themes. It is amazing. So if you guys watched the tips and tricks that was posted today, I know it's a day late, but it is in the members area. If you watched that, I kind of went over B theme and why I like it so much. Just Google B theme, and you can see they have pre-built templates, everything's populated, all of the, ooh, someone likes Jupiter better than B themes. I will try that. Thanks, Thomas. I'm always open for new themes, like, seriously. That's awesome. Cool. All right, let's check that out too. Jupiter. Does it have pre-built themes in it? I just like it because it already has all the images in it. I don't have to mess around. It even has copy in it. It's, you know, so anything to speed up the process and make it easier, I am all for that. So we can also check out Jupiter. That would be awesome. Cool. Thanks, Thomas. You rock. All right. And then last but not least, I build out my local pages with SERPshaker. And I know this is this plugin has been out there for quite a while, and I'm probably years. I'm not sure how long it's been out there. I love it. You only pay one time for it. I think it's like $97, or it was. There's no monthly recurring fee. It's just a plugin, and it's so easy to use. And then you can also include it in your template site. So as you clone your sites, you can just, you know, use whatever SERPshaker page templates that you've created, and just, you know, multiply your efforts that way. Let's see, I'm getting a few questions. How many sites do I build on each host? So Shane, that is a great question. So it depends. If I'm targeting, say I'm targeting, I don't know, kitchen remodeling, and I want to go across 3 different cities, that's okay to have all 10 of the sites on one HostGator account, or, you know, kind of a premium account. That's fine. You're well under the radar. No one's going to care. If you start building PBNs to those 10 sites, and that's when you might want to start diversifying your IP addresses on the sites that you have. Also, if you go and you start building sniper sites or these sites, say you build 3 sites to target 1 city for kitchen remodeling, I would definitely put each one of those sites on a different host or a different IP address. So I hope that answers your question. That's a great question. Definitely, because we've seen a lot of, in the last 6 months or a year, or I guess it's probably been longer than that, Google being able to pick up on your PBN networks because they share the same IP address. This is probably old news for a lot of people. But for the money sites, there's tons of legitimate companies that have maybe 5 different sites all on the same IP address, 10 different sites. Even agencies, say like SEO agencies, maybe they help you build out your sites. They can definitely host a lot of different sites on the same IP address or the same hosting account. So it really doesn't look too spammy as long as you have a premium service for your money sites. So, all right, great question. All right, keep the questions coming, and then towards the end or as these come through, yep, I will be demonstrating the SERP Shaker plugin and how I set it up. Thanks, Sue. I hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Are sites ranking without the use of PBN? Yeah, I have. I'll show you some rankings from some sites as well. So I do use PBNs a lot, but for these longer tail keywords and kind of the suburbs that we're going to be targeting, you can definitely rank without PBNs. So. All right, so how to take over any local vertical. So I kind of have a different process when I choose keywords and cities. And so choosing the best keyword cities and neighborhoods. So when I go through my keyword research, I don't even use Google AdWord tool anymore because they no longer give you exact match search volume results. So I just go through and do the Google and use Google Suggest. So just type in, say, kitchen remodeling. It's going to start giving you, did you also mean this, kitchen renovation, best kitchen renovation. It's going to give you a whole bunch of different examples. And I choose, 10 to 20 keywords that are very hyper-focused on my vertical. And then I like to go and to decide what neighborhoods or cities I'm going to go in. I just type into Google highest income neighborhoods in, say, Jacksonville. And it's going to spit back a bunch of the highest income zip codes, small neighborhoods, small cities in that area. So because as you find out when you enter like kitchen remodeling or roofing or any of the home service verticals, there's definitely interest when you're talking to a prospect. If you say, hey, I'm getting leads from these areas or the higher income areas, they are always more interested in that. And you'll even have conversations where they tell you they won't go into certain neighborhoods because it's not, the houses aren't big enough, or it's not prime lead generation for them. So that's definitely how I start off my keyword research. And so I usually get about, let's say 20 base keywords, and then try to find the top 20 neighborhoods. That's going to give you a combination of 400 different keywords to use and spin over and over again. So that's really all you need. And a lot of these home service guys, unless you're working with a much like a larger, medium to, a larger company, they're going to have kind of a small service area. And so let's say 50-mile radius at the max. So they're not going to want to drive more than an hour usually to a job, which if you get a $40,000, $50,000 kitchen remodel, I would hope that you would be open to driving a little bit further, and some of them are. It just depends who you're working with. But definitely these small sniper sites work amazing and drive the very targeted traffic that they need. And so you can also do your prospecting, get a partner, find out what their favorite areas are, and boom, put together one of these sites really quickly in just a couple hours. So I hope that makes some sense. We'll dig into it again. Gauging the competition. So this is pretty much all I do to check out the competition, and it's probably very simplistic. But I have I hope you guys know about Moz, the Moz kind of plugin that you can install to find out the DA and PA of your sites, or of any search results sites. There's a 3-pack that's awesome. But so I want to say maybe Jacksonville's a good place to go into. Kitchen Remodeling Jacksonville. Let's see what the competition is. So what I'm looking for is low DA scores, low PA scores. Definitely if any of the other directory listing sites are showing up, that means that there's probably not very many optimized sites, local sites, because I do think that Google is trying to show very local results. But you can see I'm building a site in this vertical because the top rank site, it has some good on-site optimization. It does have, I did a little more digging, it does have some 301 redirects, and that's why it is ranking here. But look at the DA, the PA, it's very low, hardly has any links. Home Advisor, House, just ignore these ones, they're not that big of a deal. Let's say Design Studio, PA21, DA12. These are such low numbers, it's ridiculous. And then Moz says one link. Moz does not have as complete backlink profile as Majestic SEO does. I still take these and throw these into Majestic SEO to get the full picture of their backlink profiles. So even Woodsman Kitchens, Floors, and you can even look at the titles. How optimized is the title of their website? I mean, it's okay. It's not great. You could definitely throw some more cities in there, or some of your other keywords that you're looking to show. Can you guys see my screen okay? It's kind of giving me a notification. Yeah, okay, cool. I just want to check. Thank you so much. It's just kind of, yeah, okay. Sweet. Thanks, guys. I love it. You guys are so responsive. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anyways, so this is pretty much the extent of my research. I want to know how many links one of these sites has. I want to know what their PA/DA score is. And then when I take this and throw it into Majestic SEO, then you can also see their citation and trust flow. And, citation trust flow, that's great. It just kind of tells you the quality of links that are pointing to these sites. But I definitely pay a lot of attention to the page authority and the domain authority while I'm trying to gauge how competitive it is. Now, if we start seeing 40s or 50s for a local site, if it's a local site with a 40 or a 30 in the DA is always the domain authority. So if there's a 30, 40, DA, then that's pretty intimidating, and that's going to take definitely a lot longer to rank for, and a lot more investments for PBNs and actual citations and stuff. So just get the Moz plugin, throw it in, install it, throw in some cities that you're interested in targeting. I mean, we could do Miami, and just check it out. Let's see what shows up. We don't even have, we have one map listing. That's crazy. Even here, a DA 10 with 4 backlinks. I mean, you guys can beat that. That's so easy. 7 backlinks, a DA of 13. So this is just kind of the process I go through when I'm gauging the competition. So I hope that makes sense. Do you guys have any questions about that? No? Okay. Yeah, I mean, keep it simple. Keep it as simple as you possibly can. It is, I mean, really, we all as SEOs or people that are learning SEO, we're reading everything we possibly can, and we just try to make it way too complicated, and then we don't take any action. So just, yeah, keep it very simple. And you're going to have some sites that are definite winners and some that are okay winners. Yeah, everyone wants something really complicated, and hey, we can complicate the heck out of it if you want. I have complicated a site so much that it's just I didn't even want to look at it anymore. So yeah, keep it simple. Thank you. I agree. All right, I'm glad we're all on the same page. And then, that's how I gauge the competition. And then building multiple sniper sites for same vertical. So I kind of covered this earlier. And it's just if you have multiple domains, that you're targeting for one city, for one vertical. Say I had 3 kitchen remodeling sites for Jacksonville set up, host them on different IPs just because it's kind of a footprint, and I learned this the hard way, so it's really easy. Just, get a few HostGator accounts, or just get a reseller HostGator accounts, or Bluehost, or I don't know. Those guys are my favorite. They have great customer support. If I am building a site, or I kill a site on accident, or, if I'm playing around and really mess something up, they always help me and reinstall it. Let's see. Hey, Craig, what's up? It's so good to hear from you. All right. Craig asks, are you adding these sites to Analytics, Webmaster, or Webmaster Tools? If so, are you adding them all to the same account? That's such a great question. I do not do that anymore. So you definitely can. If I want to start seeing the traffic for a site, or if I have kind of a question, I'm not against throwing it in there and finding out what kind of traffic's going there, what kind of keywords are going there. I just use like the call volume as kind of a as the indicator. If it's, I track all the rankings, and then I also just use calls as the indication, like where the calls are coming from, as an indication of how the site's doing. But I think it's okay. Like, I don't know. I have some sites that have been in Analytics for 3 years that I've built out this way, and not a problem with any of them. So, I mean, it's up to you. I just got a little nervous after, I don't want to have all of my 300 sites in it just in case something happens. But it's very normal to have, 20 different sites. Maybe you're a website developer, a freelancer or something, and like it does make sense if you have 20, 30, I think the limit is 50 sites per analytic account, and GSC, Google Search Console account. I cannot remember if that's the limit or not, but it totally makes, it makes sense. You're not going to get penalized. I still have analytics on a lot of my early sites, and then to be honest, I just got really lazy and I just quit doing it. So I do check them once in a while, especially like if an update comes out, like February 7th this month, they rolled out an update to target several different things, and I didn't see any drops on any of my sites. So that's also a good kind of gauge of how your sites are performing. Maybe just take some sample sites. Don't throw all your sites into there, but just kind of a sampling of your sites to see how they're doing and the health that they're doing, or the health that they have. So, all right. I hope that makes sense, guys. I don't want to move too fast. All right, so let's quickly scale your sites by cloning them. This is the exciting part, and I hope you guys get excited about this because it makes it very, very easy to start, expanding out into other cities. You do the upfront work one time, and then you can just leverage that over and over again. There's no reason to be building brand new sites for each city and changing even the theme or changing anything. It's not. I mean, if that is your cup of tea, good for you. Great. You can do that. But while you're doing that, the other people in the PPL Army are going to be scaling the crap out of their sites and just taking over cities. So after you get your first, leads coming in and your sites are ranking, driving some phone calls, hire a VA. Please leverage your time. Please invest in yourself and your time. Hire a VA and walk them through the process a few times, and it's so easy. It's so easy. Maybe you're the person that sets up the initial template and does all the on-site optimization, and then just hands it off to your VA. So say you want to expand into a different vertical, and you can just be setting up the templates, cranking out the templates, say like do one a week, give it to your VA with the cities and the domain that you want to expand out into, and then it could be a really nice little process for you guys to get started and really leverage your time. So let's see, have VA. So update SERP Shaker content before building out pages. Oh, okay. So this was just a little note. So for your template, you're going to have SERP Shaker pages, which I'm going to show you what they look like. but don't build them out before you clone your site. So your template site, I'll show you what I mean. It's a little confusing, but I made the mistake of doing this a few times, and it just finally clicked. So anyways, I will show you what I mean. Anyways, this is why it's important to stay in one vertical starting out. And I made this mistake over and over again. I still do. I have shiny object syndrome, and every vertical to me looks like it could make me some money, so I jump around all the time. So anyways, stay focused on just one vertical in the beginning, or even now, if you're struggling, you're having a hard time, stay focused. Like, it's definitely so easy to get distracted. Oh, Shane, all right, here's a question. How much does it cost you to set up one of your sites? So domain, I just buy a domain. I've already invested, say, in my cloning plugin, I think was 50, the SERP Shaker is 97, and then the B theme I think is 50. So that's some upfront cost, but it's going to be, spread throughout any domains that you, or any sites that you set up. If you're hosting for $10 a month or $20 a month, depending what account you get. And then if you need some PBNs after your site gets indexed, and I give it like 2 weeks to see how it's kind of going to start ranking. If it is a more competitive vertical, then I give it about 2 weeks, and then I start sending say 2 to 3 PBNs a week to it. So, and the PBNs, you can buy them off of several different PBN resellers, and then, or you can get Domain Reanimator, which I have and I love, but that's kind of a big expense, and I understand that when you're starting out, it is kind of a big expense. So maybe I could start kind of posting some good PBNs that I find from Domain Reanimator, because there's no way I need all of them that I find, or want to buy all of them. I would go broke. But anyways, let's see. And also, I know Brian and I have talked about setting up. All right, Dave, sounds good. I will do that. Brian and I talked about setting up kind of like a PBN exchange, maybe, or some kind of marketplace for PBNs. I'm not sure how many people in the group are utilizing those. We definitely need to check and make sure that they were, pretty healthy PBNs. We don't want to have somebody come in and just, maybe pollute some good PBN neighborhoods. But I think it would be a great idea, and it could definitely minimize the cost for everybody, especially starting out, because you don't need very many, but it's one more step that could hold you back and be very intimidating. I know it was very intimidating to me, but at first. I always heard about it. It sounded like such a great idea, and then I would never take any action because I wasn't quite sure if I was doing it right, or, is my effort really going to pay off, and my investment going to pay off? So it's just one more barrier to not take action. So if we can remove that and kind of start a PBN marketplace or something, that would be great. I don't know what you guys think about that, but we can definitely start a conversation in the group about it. So if you guys have any feedback about that, definitely let's post it in the group, and we can figure that out. All right, one last slide, and then we can jump into some SERP Shaker content and some other stuff. So, all right, on-site optimization is so important. These sites are mostly based off of on-site optimization. If you go into any local vertical, chances are you know more than the business owner that made their own website or hired their college student to make their website. So you know more SEO than they do. Use your knowledge. It's not that hard to beat out these local guys at all, and you're actually helping them because they don't quite understand SEO. They don't have time to do SEO or learn it, and they think that they're doing the best that they can. You're just going to do it a little bit better. So don't take any shortcuts on your on-site optimization. I know it can be tedious, and you might agonize over, am I doing this right? What are the right steps? keep it simple. Make sure your keywords are in your domain name. I like partial match domain names. You know, make it look like a real business. Put some kind of branded name plus your main keyword in there. Make sure that it's in the URL of your pages. Okay, so it's going to be your partial match domain name, then the URL of your page is going to have some similar similar keyword in it. Make sure you have it in your title. Make sure you have in your H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag, your image or alt image. I wrote that backwards. Embed a map that from Google Maps. Embed a map on your pages that are relevant to the areas that you're targeting. It's amazing. I think it's very, very important. I always put videos on every single SERPshaker page. And then I also use Yoast SEO. I love Yoast SEO. It's great. It's such an easy plugin. So I know that's, you know, probably too simple again for some people, but really that's all you need to do. Just keep it simple. Have maybe 500,000, no, let's say 500 words of content. You do not need that much. I've ranked pages with 10 words of content on it. So, I mean, really just, you're trying to make it look legitimate. So if a lead or customer does land on that page, they're going to say, okay, this looks like a legitimate site. I'm going to either do a form fill or call their number for more information or for a quote or whatever that is. So just make sure, spend a little time, make sure that your formatting looks okay, put some, you know, decent images in it. But that's it. Like, don't make it too complicated. You see your competition, you can go and look at their websites, and I'm sure that yours is going to look 100 times better. So some of these local sites just make me cringe when I see them. I just can't believe that that's how they want to portray their business to all their visitors. All right, so another thing, you include YouTube videos on all SERPshaker pages. We'll go through this and how to kind of spin videos. Super easy. And the reason I like to put videos on all my pages, even my main website pages, is I use the Video XML sitemap generator, and that seems to really, really help it index your site very quickly. So that's just a plugin that you can find, and I'll show you what it looks like. Just a plugin for your WordPress site, no problem. For faster indexing, so this is a little trick, saved for the last but not least. For faster indexing, generate that sitemap or your, you know, HTML sitemap, and then copy and paste that thing into a public Google Doc, and you'll get indexed so fast. I cannot even can't even explain how fast. Like, probably even within a few days, you'll start getting indexed and start ranking and stuff. So, so if that doesn't make sense, I can show you. It's not a problem. So we're going to generate your sitemap, copy it, and paste it directly into a Google Doc. Or you can even just take an extract of some of, say, like 20 of your SERPshaker URLs, and just directly paste those URLs into a Google Doc. So don't get it. It's all right, Sue. I got you. I'll show you. No problem. All right. So we'll walk through that, and that might even be a separate video, again, just as a little tidbit for everybody later tonight. So, all right. Let me get my screens under control here. Let's see. Got a few questions in. Okay. Please, what's it called? Hold on. I'm going back. I want to make sure I get everyone's questions. Forgot to say. All right, Thomas, the best Google Suggest tool I ever used was Power Suggest Pro. That sounds awesome. I have not used that. I like it. You're full of tools. Thomas, post that stuff in the group. People would love to hear that. Awesome. Post it. Post it tonight. That'd be so cool. Shane, do you like to just buy PBN links instead of managing your own? I manage my own. I don't know. I don't know. I have not bought any links in a long time, since I learned how to do it. So it was called Domain Reanimator. I'll put it in, and Brian could probably get us a coupon. He is kind of a co-manager, co-owner of it. I think he's a co-owner of that platform, but he could probably get us a sweet coupon. So I will talk to him after this, and yeah, and we'll see what we can do about that. All right. It's a lot faster. All right. And all right, Dave, I will go check one of my domain reanimator crawls, and I will post some PBNs up for grabs in the group. I think that would be a fun little gift for you guys, right? So first come, first serve. I'll be posting those. Let's see. I'm booked up tomorrow, so it'll have to probably be Friday before I post anything. Friday or Saturday. Might be a present for you guys this weekend. Sounds good. All right, let's get moving. For us with I started. All right, anyways, I'll get to. There's a lot of questions coming in. Okay, you guys are awesome. You've been so involved this whole time. This is fantastic. All right, so this is the B theme I was talking about, and then Thomas also recommended Jupyter theme, which I've never seen. Let's just check it out. Maybe you can guide me here, Thomas. Oops, Jupyter WordPress theme, not the planet. That's great. On Theme Forest? Cool, man. I love Theme Forest. Alright, is this it? Yep. Sweet. Do a live preview. Alright, let's do it. Look, guys, we have so much knowledge in this group, and all it takes is just one little share, and you can help out so many people. It's just amazing. Really. This is awesome. I never would have known about this. Oh, it has 130 templates. Look how clean it looks. Looks awesome. All right. Thomas, your job is to post this in the group. Cool. Very cool. All right. And so let's jump in. So we're hitting the 40-minute mark. Cool. Thanks, Thomas. All right. So there is a few different cloning tools that you can use, and I've tried out all of these. WB Clone, this is a great one. I'm not sure if there is a free version or not. I used it quite a while ago, but it worked very well. It was very simple to use, very straightforward. Duplicator is another really good one I've used. And, I mean, they all do the same thing. It just kind of depends what you're looking for. I like Updraft Plus. That's the one I'm currently using now, just because I can back up any site to any of these places, which is pretty awesome. S3, Dropbox, Google Drive, Rackspace, or FTP, or email. You can do whatever you want with your backups. You can get a zip file download, and it's super easy to use. I've really, really enjoyed Updraft, and I'm sticking with it for now. We'll see until something better comes along. All right, so when I was talking about doing the competition research, I just want to show you how simple it is. You can just type in, let's see, I have some tabs open. All right, high-income neighborhoods, Jacksonville. You're going to get all these different reports on the best neighborhoods in whatever city you're looking at. And these are the neighborhoods that home service contractors want to work in. So you can name drop, some high-income neighborhoods, and when you're on the phone with them, they probably want to ask you, well, where are the leads coming from? Where will they be coming from? So as if you can do your research and kind of have just a few of these names to drop, you'll definitely catch their attention. Absolutely. So I hope that answers some questions about how to choose, where you're targeting. So Jacksonville, so St. Augustine, and this is a cool site. It's going to tell you medium household income. Oh, this is number 25. That's not very impressive. So, let's see. What's number? I'm just doing Florida because this is where a site that I'm working on, or I've been working on, is at. So Ponte Verde. Yeah, I mean it's not bad. It's a pretty good area. I'm sure some of you are in Florida and probably are much more familiar than I am with that area. So you could tell me, oh my gosh, run from Jacksonville, or maybe it's a good one. In city data, you can. All right, let's see. Shane, do I have a city population minimum? Yeah, I like to don't go any lower than probably 100,000 people. Even that's kind of low, like maybe 150,000 people. And it kind of depends too. So if we're talking kitchen remodeling, that's probably a once or twice in a lifetime purchase. It's probably not reoccurring very often. And so maybe you need a higher volume of people in a radius. But if you're doing, say, plumbing or HVAC, that's going to be a reoccurring maintenance job and recurring, repairs and installations of, furnaces or water heaters or whatever. So, I mean, that population can definitely be, say, 100,000, and you're going to get plenty of leads out of it. So, and it has a lot shorter lead life cycle. So that's also something to think about when you're considering different verticals. Cool. Thanks, Thomas. Thomas, post that in the group. You're full of knowledge. Start sharing it. Thomas says, in city data, you can click on a map and it will give you household income, demographics, house price. Awesome. See, I know there's easier ways to do things. Search volume. I do not pay attention to search volume from the AdWords Keyword Planner. They only do broad match. They changed last May, I think, to only showing broad match for their keywords. So that's really affected the accuracy of the search volume that it shows. So it's telling you, say, kitchen remodeling, kitchen renovation could have the exact same search volume now, where before it was much more accurate and would tell you, if one keyword could have, say, 500 searches, another one could have 1,500, and it was much more accurate. Last May they switched it to broad match, so I just don't even pay attention to it anymore. But yeah, if you're really that concerned about choosing the perfect keyword, there's no perfect keyword. There isn't. Even the keywords can change from city to city what the best one is. Just get a really good range of 10 to 20 really focused keywords, and yeah, that's it. So, alrighty. How many tabs did I open for Jacksonville? Come on. All right. So, and then SERPShaker, you can just Google SERPShaker and find it. Maybe I can get you a coupon from Andres Tobar, I think is his last name, or Tovar. I'll connect with him and see if I can maybe get you guys some kind of discount, maybe some training. I don't know, but I'll see if I can get that. If I can get a hold of him this weekend, and then see if we can offer some kind of discount to you guys. All right, let's jump into an actual build. So this is a backend of WordPress. I hope everyone's familiar with this. Let's see. So Pro Kitchen Remodeling Jacksonville. As you can see, that's why I was focused on Jacksonville the whole time. So this site, this is one of my clone sites. Oh, sorry, there's lots of questions coming in. Hey, Craig. All right, if you want keyword volumes, check out the free Keywords Everywhere plugin. Sweet. You guys post the stuff in the group. This is amazing. I love it. With the 10 to 20 keywords, can you explain your process for writing content? Yeah, absolutely, Dave. It's such a good question. So I'll show you one of my shaker page. So here's my shaker plugin. I like the money sign next to it. Awesome. So let's dive in to a shaker page template. So this is one of my templates, and you can see has some shortcodes in it for spinning it. And I'll just show you, I just included the keywords, it's, so my shortcode is my keyword. So shaker pages, and I can do a whole other training since we're kind of running, we're going to run up against the hour here pretty soon. But I can definitely do an over-the-shoulder build of a shaker page, and I think that would be really valuable to you guys. What do you think? So if you're really, really interested in how to build shaker pages, let me know in the group, and we can definitely get that set up for next week and go through an over-the-shoulder build of a shaker page. If you do get the plugin, there's lots of great training in their kind of member support area. So, but I have kind of manipulated this to have it with my own spin on it, and I'm more than happy to share it with you guys. So I want to show you. So this is the shortcode, and I just named it keyword. Pretty easy, right? And let's look at my shortcodes. So I'm matching my keyword with, say, the top 20 cities, and then it repeats over and over again. So kitchen remodeling for the top, 20 cities or so. I should have just had to open my spreadsheet. I'm sorry, guys. This is hard to see. And then onto my next keyword, kitchen renovation, and then it just repeats those 10 or 20 cities again. So, and then on to the next one, kitchen remodeling company, and then their cities. So you're definitely going to start noticing a pattern. Even with any local niche, you're always going to have your main service, so kitchen remodeling or kitchen renovation, then put company at the end of the keyword, then contractor, then best kitchen remodeling company, and kind of expand off of that base keyword and just start kind of adding the different variations to it. You're going to be just fine. Like there's only so many ways you can say kitchen remodeling and only so many ways to search. So it's I target between 10, 20. If it's a big area or I have a contractor that wants to target a large area, then heck yeah, I'm going to go build out some more shaker pages for him and just start targeting the areas he wants. So it kind of depends on your partner. But starting out, just kind of go for maybe, let's say, a 30-mile radius around somewhere, or 50-mile radius, probably at the most. That seems to be an average. Yes, Thomas, it does have a drip setting to make pages live. It actually backdates pages. So that's what the shaker is all about. So the shaker, you can go and set this back. Say I want to build out 2,000 pages. I'm going to go back and I can say when these posts began. So let's just say, like, I want these posts to start from 2 years ago. And then if I say, okay, so that's the start date, the earliest date that the posts were posted, apparently, submit, and it's going to give every single post an individual date and an individual timestamp. So it'll all be very, very unique content. Where was I? Okay. So as you can see, so after speaking about shortcodes, this is the keyword. So this is when I build out these pages, it's going to pull from that shortcode. Okay, and it's going to pull each of those keywords plus the city modifier into this. And the reason that I like to set this up, the template for shaker pages this way, is I can clone this site over and over again. I never have to edit this shaker page, ever. The only thing I need to go in and edit is that list of shortcodes. So I just need to, do find replace or however you want to do it with your Excel spreadsheet, and add, say I want to go into Chicago next. I can just replace all these cities with Chicago cities that I want to target, copy paste it in here, save it, and I'm ready to build it out. So it makes the whole process of building these out so fast. So I hope that does that make sense? Do I spin? Okay, let's see. Does it drip settings? Yes, answered that. All right, Thomas found a partner that operates in 10 states. I just bought 10 domain names, one for every state, and I'm going to need this. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Good for you, man. That's a big partner. And this, you could scale this really quickly for him. Hey, Don, what's up? Posts versus pages, any preference? Such a good question. Oh my gosh. Posts all the way. I have split tested this over and over again. Posts in Surfshaker, you can add categories. You can add even tags, of course, like any normal WordPress post. Pages, you just don't have that many options to optimize it. So definitely, and posts get indexed way faster. I don't know what it is, but Google likes the posts and likes to index them so much faster. I've had pages sit there for months and not get indexed. So posts all the way for sure. And there's a whole bunch of other settings like format, all this stuff. I don't deal with any of it. I just get my content. I have some images in here so the only content I spin is the short codes that you see in here over and over again. Those are just my keywords. And then I have a few different images that are going to be spun. So when you build it, it's going to choose one image from in here or from the page. And then I also spin videos for each post. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's a really long post. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. I'm going to try to get... Okay. So here's the videos that I am including, and they're going to be spun as well. I have made my own videos for this. So I have made my own videos for this. I wanted to try to use just regular YouTube videos that are shareable on YouTube and works just as good. So save yourself some time and effort. You don't need to go to Animoto and build out 50 different videos for, with your top keywords and city, and it doesn't need to be that targeted. I used to do that, and then I tested it out to see, if just using other people's videos was a problem, or, if I ranked just as well or as quickly. Not a difference. There's no difference. So go get some good DIY or some, you can see these are the ones I pulled off of YouTube, and they were shareable. So I included them in my build, and they rank just fine. So I hope that answers the question where I get the YouTube videos. That's pretty much it. You just need to have YouTube, which is, or one of Google's favorite products on your site, and you'll be just fine. I hope that makes sense. All right, and then let's get down to the very bottom. So sorry if I'm making you guys a bit dizzy. Surfshaker also has this at the very bottom. Where they have the ability to embed a map, a Google map, into every post. So I just put the main city in here, and it's just another short code. And let's see, where is it? It's this one in here. So insert Google Map. So you're just going to click it. You're going to say what city. You could either do short code here, so it alternates. Say what city. You could target every city that you want. Like, it doesn't make a difference, though. I've tried it. It doesn't make a difference. I just put the main city of all the neighborhoods in there, and that's totally fine. But I'll just show you how it works. Okay, so it's going to create this short code. I just replaced this with the main city, and it works totally fine. No big deal. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. But I think that does help to have one more Google product. It's just going to create a little map at the bottom of each page. All right, it's giving you a preview. I hope you guys are familiar with Yoast. If you're not, get on it. It's a great tool. on this. Images on this page do not have... Oh, I don't have alt attributes. See, I know that that's not correct because I renamed every single one of those images with the variation of keywords. So, okay, the page title is wider than the viewable limit. Yeah, okay, I get it. That's not that big a deal. And the focus keyword does not appear in the URL for this page. Well, it's hard when you start using these short codes. Yoast isn't going to pick up on everything, but it is going to help you. I mean, it does help you with a lot of optimization. It's just a really good reminder for you, just to kind of points to check. All right, we've got some questions rolling in. Okay, I'm going to scroll all the way back up, please. Okay. Oh, all right, that makes me dizzy. I know watching on a webinar, it can get really, really overwhelming seeing someone scroll around like that. All right, let's answer some questions. Do I write my own content or have someone else write it? Shane, that's a great question. So I kind of write my own content. I go around to, like, say, 5 different sites in different cities that I probably am not going to build in, and I borrow their content, and then I repurpose it and make it somewhat unique by combining it all together. So makes you an instant expert because you just leverage other people's expertise and knowledge. So, yeah, that's what I do. And I know it's, some people are going to, frown on that, but whatever, it works. Let's see. So, yeah, Shane, I think I don't spin content. That's as much as I spin it. That's it. And it works just fine. So, hey, Sue, do I pay for Command Center for SERPshaker? I don't. I'm not sure what that is. It's probably an upgraded version of SERPshaker. I bought SERPshaker so long ago that I'm not even sure what that is. But maybe it would be worth it to get. I have no idea. Maybe I'll look into it. All right. So 20 neighborhoods and 20 keywords, how many sniper domains would one need? It's a good question, Anton. I think I understand. Oh, just one second. All right, sorry guys. I have a visitor. Okay, all right. I think it's calmed down. I'm sorry. People stopping by and not telling me they're coming over. Sorry, guys. Okay, back to the question. 20 neighborhoods and 20 keywords. How many sniper domains would one need? It depends if you want to build out domains in one city, if you want to build 5 domains to target one vertical in one city, or if you want to, expand to 20 different cities. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of up to you. Maybe post that in the group and we can dive more into it. All right, guys, we're pushing up against the hour. Let me know if there's any last-minute questions. Also, I will be on live Q&A tomorrow, so we can cover anything else that you want. And then I'm also going to do an over-the-shoulder build of these shaker pages. It seems like there's a lot of interest in it. I think that it would be so beneficial and just really get you guys ramped up. So, yeah, if you guys would like that, just let me know. We can figure out a good time in the group to do an OTS, as Darren like to call it, over-the-shoulder training. So we can definitely do that, no problem, and just walk through a whole build. All right. Let's do a few. Oh, there's a whole bunch of questions coming in. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't be here all night. I have another call to jump on. You guys have been amazing. Saturday? You think Saturday would be a good day to do the OTS? I'm down if you guys are down. Totally. Yeah, we'll figure it out in the group and figure out a good time for everybody. And it'll be recorded. It'll be recorded, so if you guys can't make it, it's not a problem at all. It will be available. All right. All right, guys. Well, you guys have been amazing, and I appreciate all the participation. Like, these are just getting better and better. I know a few of the first webinars was a little rough. I was getting into it and getting comfortable, but you guys are amazing every single time, every single time. So let's do a really good Q&A tomorrow. We could figure out like tomorrow evening if that works for everyone. I know everyone has day jobs, so evenings work fine for me as well. I just want to make sure that you guys can join in. So thanks, Craig. Awesome to see you again. We need to catch up. It's been a long time. So anyways, yep. I appreciate you guys so much, and we will be talking tomorrow on Facebook Live again. Maybe Brian can join us as well. So, all right, throw your questions in the Facebook group and save them for tomorrow, and we'll get to all of them. So, all right, guys, you guys are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.